It was ladies' night at Berlin Raceway and Entertainment Complex, and an estimated 5,000 plus rolled in to have a fun night of racing. Let's get into the highlights. The Model Coverall Modified started us off feature-wise. Chris Fulis in the 16 and Ed Castle in the 45 started on the front row. Shortly after the race starts to settle in, the 7 of Ryan Hamm powers to the front until lap 19 when rookie phenom Ben Welch loses the handle coming off turn number 4. Turns out, talking to the crew, a panhard bar snapped right in the middle of 3 and 4, and Ben hangs on. After the restart, Ryan Hamm completes the domination as he takes the checkered flag. Shout out to Adam Chase for a solid second place run in the Model Coverall Modified. Turning now to the Kalamazoo Vapor 4-cylinders, the 2 of Ryan Holtzlander for the second week in a row is on the front row. The 14 of Bill Krupp both get away from the field early, and it's a side-by-side battle that ensued until lap 10. Bill Krupp finally gets to lap traffic and gets around Holtzlander after weeks of searching for the handle. Krupp is pretty excited to make it back to the Great Clips victory lane. The NAPA Filters Racing Vintage Modifieds had a special night honoring one of their own. It was the Mike Becker Memorial tonight, and Chuck Pearson, car owner and longtime executive for this series, leaves his wheelchair behind and gets into a special hand-controlled race car in a very cool tribute during the Mike Becker Memorial race. 30 laps to settle it tonight. On lap 3, Joe Mazie in the 55, Terry Byrne in the 43, and Todd Cowan in the 30 all get turned after Mazie's 55 blows up. After the cleanup, the front row of the 2-car of Randy Pearson and the 74 of Steve Fuller turn it loose, and Billy Epic in the 80 immediately makes his presence felt. Steve Fuller holds on to the lead as Billy Epic stalks lap after lap. And then there was another caution. Don Deyman seems to get loose and turns right into Billy Epping, who then collects part of the field, including Fuller, who was still leading at the time. Jimmy Lawson in the 7 and Don Deyman in the 20 battle side by side, but it's Don Deyman who clears him and makes his way through another caution, but he cruises to the Great Clips victory lane. The big show tonight was Des Moines Machine Super Late Models. Chris Kozlik in the 23 had the pole and gets off clean to start the race. Kozlik's lead over Dewey Nylon and Tom Thomas until lap 8, where a few cars tussle through 1 and 2. Ross Musin, Dave Lake, and Nate Walton ends up even going off the backstretch. And on the restart after that incident, Chris Kozlik looks perfect as he launches that 23 out to a healthy lead. Lap 26 is when Thomas finally gets underneath the 23 car, but Tom Thomas gets to the point and from there showed a ton of strength. Another caution restart has Joe Bush in the 101 get by Thomas and lead until yet another caution. Tom Thomas does go back to the lead on lap 37, but Joe Bush doesn't let him check out. Bush dogs him from second lap after lap, less than a car length for about 20 laps, before lap traffic allows a little more separation for Thomas as he cruises to the win in the Great Clips victory lane. Next week is the Federated Auto Parts 200 ARCA Series race presented by Menards right here at the Berlin Raceway. Dollar beer, dollar dogs throughout all the festivities. August 9th, next Saturday. We hope to see you here. Get the details at berlinraceway.com.